Hi everyone, you already know who I am, but I really wanted to introduce you today and kind of tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, why you do what you do, and how people can help you, because this is an amazing project. And I know you guys have seen my last interviews with Camp Second Chance, and that's where I'm at today. And these guys are doing amazing work. So I would like it if you in any way can support these guys. So here we go, man.
I'm Mark Worden.
Okay.
And my partner is Tomas Bierznoski. There he went. And we run this organization, Sound Foundations Northwest.
Sound Foundations Northwest? Okay.
Sound Foundations Northwest. You can find us online. Why do I do this?
Yes.
These are my neighbors. They're all of our neighbors. And to see somebody trying to survive outside, it's not living, it's surviving. And to see them try to survive outside, you know, you just can't not try to do something, and this is something that I could do. I think I've made a difference, because just by creating the structure, it allows people that do have a heart and do have money and do have time to come and show, you know, and plug in.
I'm gonna say you have made a difference. You don't have to worry about thinking about it. You have. Good job.
All right, well, cool.
Just so you know, like,
people are out of the tents, out of the streets, out of the bushes, and just got to keep doing that.
okay. Well, I was really inspired last time I came here and I saw what you were doing. I was just with the tools that you have and what you've been able to do is phenomenal. There is no huge warehouse here or specialty equipment or any of the things that we would normally associate with building, or, you know, building homes or all of that. So kind of just talk about maybe what I saw last time.
Yes, we build in a modular fashion.
Okay.
So what we do is we use a jig which will hold the materials where they go and only where they go.
Okay.
So it doesn't take any high level of skill. It takes just a heart and showing up. So once you do that, you can build these components that they come to a certain spot in our factory, and we just direct the walls, and all it takes is anybody shows up.
So no experience necessary.
No experience necessary.
They can do this.
Right. And what you said earlier about what we've already done, and that you don't see this big production, it's that's a success. But that's really where we're about, is allowing anybody and everybody and just to show up. You'll be successful, and you'll have fun. You really will.
Awesome.
You'll meet other people that have a good heart. You'll find your humanity. So once we get them erected, they're a lot like what you see right here. We do have a volunteer who built us a wheel system, and we can wheel them out into this larger area, and then they're placed where they're going to go. We just placed the last two down this road right here.
Okay, all right. So if you were just thinking big, what are 5 things that would just be so beneficial to you continuing on and doing what you're doing?
First, show up.
Show up, okay.
Now, I'm usually here on Fridays. I'm always here on Saturdays. Tomas is here definitely Fridays and Saturdays, but other days also. So just show up, visit, so that you're not wondering or you don't know. Now you really know, and you can see that whatever anxiety you had about the camp or whatever you didn't know about construction, you can go, no, wait a second, this is like IKEA. I can do this. So just show up. Get to know people. Get to know your neighbors that came to help. And then look around and you can look at the residents and you start to meet somebody and you know their name. You know, ask them their name, shake a hand. Once you do that, you'll feel more a part of this community, right? And you'll start to understand why it's here and why other people show up. I mean, you saw people alongside of the road and you had a question and you had some heart and you're like, okay, what can I do? Well, once you see this community working and you see how your neighbors help get that going, you start to answer those questions for yourself. You don't need me, you don't need somebody else. You just show up.
Okay. So show up and get to know people.
Now you lend a hand.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you. And I love what you're doing here, and I think the basis is of getting people to act, but I'm talking physical supplies. Say somebody just doesn't have the time or the ability to get to know people or come out here, what can they give you and give your organization physically, as in things?
Well, we appreciate most if you go to our site and donate, because
is that SoundfoundationsNW.org?
That's it.
Okay.
Because while I will appreciate sheets of plywood if you have them and 2x4s if you have them, I can leverage your dollar and make it worth $5, because I will have a relationship with Alki Lumber or with Home Depot or whoever, and they give me 50 sheets and they give it to me at half the price you would pay. So go online and give. Or if you do have 2x4s, if you do have plywood, you can contact us. You can say, hey, this is what, one thing we always need is roofing. If you look at our roofs, they're sort of a patchwork. That means I can use 2 bundles from somebody's project and 1 bundle from somebody else's project, and that's fine. But as far as doors and windows go, we have a very particular size that helps our process just be efficient.
Okay.
So we can't really use those.
Okay.
If you do have some leftover paint, we might be able to use it. Don't just bring it, because if we don't have enough to finish a house, then that's a problem. Like matching a color, that becomes expensive. So we do have people who come and bring lunch.
Okay.
Right? That's a good way. Let's see what else. We have a Amazon wish list. Okay, so
wonderful.
Amazon wish list. You'll see that mattresses, beds. There's a bed cover in case they get, bed bugs. You can remove that cover. We have on our, if you see the awnings that are up that cover the doors and the windows, they provide water protection against the blowing rain, and so that the water doesn't impact the house in a negative way.
Okay.
And that's on the Amazon wish list.
Okay, cool.
We have a couple of tools. I brought all my tools and we've been using them, and they get worn out, so we have a few tools that are on the wish list.
Okay. If you can go through and look at that, that would be so helpful. All right, I think I'm going to end this now. And thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your impact. Thank you for talking with me, and thank you for being so understanding.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I hope it helps.